All praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. Honest man, and truth on down related to truth and knowledge. For this truth and knowledge, we know this truth and knowledge. We call Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. Give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashim Rakakadash. This relates to top news. U.S. President's plan to recognize the Palestinian state. See now in the report, and Israel's probably not exactly thrilled with that as well. You're having a little bit of mild tensions between them two anyway. I've seen this on a report relating to the gift. This is a Brian Taylor Cohen report talking about relating to the Qatar family and Trump related to that $400 million gift relating to that jumbo jet. It may not. They might want something in return relating to that. I'm gonna read a little information. And that goes to quid pro quo, which is pretty much a favor for a favor. Qatar wants access, influence, favorable trade terms, so they want something for that. It might not be as free as it optically seems. Foreign government can simply purchase the president's favor with luxury gifts. American interest takes a backseat for the president's personal enrichment. That goes to his interest, his personal gain in it. I'm going to read caught in a major corruption scheme. I see now in the report $400 million gift relating to in return for something relating to quid pro quo, favor for a favor. Now under that goes against the emollients clause under U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 9 and Clause 8 prevents governmental officials such as the president, vice president, for example, from accepting gifts from emollient office or titles from foreign governments without the consent of Congress. It aims to prevent foreign influence and corruption by ensuring U.S. president's plan. Ensuring. Let me get it. Ensuring that the public officials prioritize the interests of the United States over personal gain. So it's not about them personally, it's about the interests of the United States and most of all the people that elected them in. The clause also applies to the president and prohibits them from receiving any emoluments from domestic governments except a salary. And emolument is basically a salary free or profit from employment or office, pretty much your salary, for example. So emolument. So that goes against the emoluments clause relating to that. And they're looking into different things related to you see talks of impeachment, talks and related to, remember, the inside trade type stuff, man. I see in the report his income has increased, you know what I mean? So I think it said 2.9 billion, pretty much about 3 billion. So you had a Section 8 talking about different things, talking about proposals for next year, September 2026, doing cuts 40%, and pretty much alleviated from government and pass it down to the states where they have responsibility. And he's doing the pros and cons relating to states doing that, because some states might have is a thing. You have a salary cap as well. Not salary cap, a cap relating to funding. You have a thing, block grant, federal block grants, pretty much earmark or assign funding that's for specific funding for specific programs. You know what I mean? So they can complement that by raising taxes, state taxes, for example, to offset that, because some states might have a little bit better than others, so they might not have as much for different things, for example, maybe the smaller states might not have the strength of funding for different things like the bigger states would, so so that goes to that. Plus, he wants to block off relating to programs relating to Section 8 housing assistance. This is a proposal for next year. Housing assistance self-sufficiency program, community development program, fair housing, that goes to fair housing rights, that protects you from what? Discrimination. Outfunding, and yeah, that was just examples. It's a proposal, but we know that proposal can turn into action, man. And there's a lady video I was looking at, black woman's lady talking about, pretty much telling people relating to that, prepare, what's she saying? Prepare, secure and different things, prepare, save and secure, or something like that. And so, there's proposals for that, but the reality is, scripture talks about, let me get a scripture, oppression shall make a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart, man. I could go with relating to a gift destroyeth the heart, so let me get it from another version. Let me get it from an NLT. Which is the New Living Translation. Extortion turns wise people into fools, and bribes corrupt the heart, which is the mind. So, in the day, it's all about that money. Scripture talks about money. What's that scripture? 1 Timothy's. Let me get it real quick. For the love of money is the root of all evil. For that love of money, man. So it's the love of money that worship, that desire of money, avarice, which is excessive. That relates to greed. Okay? Avarice, 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 greed, man. So that's evil, man. Where you're covetous, the excessive wanting relating to money, man. For the love of money is the root of all evil, for while some covet after of it, one of it, and they err from the faith and pierce themselves with many sorrows as the consequence. I'll go back to 7 and 7. Let me see, it was another one. Okay. Here we go. Extortion turns wise people into fools, and bribe corrupts the heart. Control your temperament, for anger labels you a fool. Too long for the good old days. This is not wise. Wisdom is even better when you have money. So, and wisdom in this case, really, the money is from a spiritual aspect. You know what I mean? But extortion turns a wise people into fools, and bribes corrupts the heart. Finishing is better than starting. Patience is better than pride. Control your temper, for anger labels you a fool. Don't long for the good old days. This is not wise. Wisdom is even better when you have money. Both are a benefit as do life. And money is a defense used for its purpose, man. Wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but only wisdom can save your life. Scripture talks about riches profit not in the day of wrath. So your money ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. You know what I mean? Your money's not gonna be able to save you. It's used for the purpose that it's tended to use for, you know, beneficial at that specific time. But ultimately, it can't save you. Relating to on a spiritual aspect, can't save you. Its only use is really for carnal use, man. For a time and season, man. Okay, both are a benefit. Right here, both are a benefit, and you can go through life. Both are a benefit as you go through life. Wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but only wisdom can save your life. Accept the way God does things, or you can straighten what He has made crooked. Okay. See more news. Got some more news reports. I wrote down all this stuff related to news. Relates to I got it from NTD, which is China-based news, New Tang Dynasty, some from Newsmax and various other forms of news. The biggest thing right now is the relating to the tariff deduction relating to U.S. and China. And this week, President Trump could might be able to talk to President Xi Jinping. You know what I mean? This week, possibly, as they continue talks. This is Yahoo Finance earlier. U.S. extra tariffs has imposed Chinese imports in April this year to 30% from the 145. That should take it to about 115%, and the 45 from Chinese duties on U.S. imports from 10% from the 125. Now we'll take that to 115, so it'll be 115 for both sides, man. Now, the two sides will continue relating to, these will go in measures in effect, effective for 90 days. You having issues relating to Newark Airport equipment issues, outages. Also Hartford, which is one of the busiest airports in the country here, which is an Atlanta airport. They had issue relating to equipment issue. We're seeing relating to cutbacks relating to flight deductions, and especially Newark Airport. they were talking about Russell Voigt. He's like an architect relating to, supposedly, allegedly relating to the architect of Project 225, talking about that, and somebody saying relating to the mastermind relating to Trump's presidency, allegedly. You have in continued news. Here we go. You have in Trump signed executive order relating to drug price reductions. Executive order. And you have parents Title IX relating to a task force. I believe that relates to the Attorney General relating to high priority relating to child trafficking, child predators, immigration, different things, high priority. You have Pope Leo XIV calls for the release of imprisoned journalists. You have Ukraine says Russia launched over 100 drones overnight. You have Poland and Russian tensions. Poland closing Russian consulate over alleged arson allegations. So you have tensions with Poland and Russia. Taiwan testing the U.S.-made HIMARS rocket system. The HIMARS rocket system that Taiwan tested. So that's what that relates to the Taiwan and continuous China tensions. That's the HIMARS, HIMAR. It's a rocket system, U.S. made system. Then you have overnight related comment between the tensions between India and Pakistan, and Trump said he could revoke relating to trade if India and Pakistan continue to fight, man. Then you have officials relating to Mexican governor officials and her family. Their visas could be revoked or, revoked. U.S. halts relating to cattle, horses, bison, relating to, as far as sending it to Mexico under the screwworm spread, a disease, I guess. And that's the Mexican-U.S. tensions, and really because U.S. wants to do relating to the cartels, and pretty much Mexico has pushback. So it's really, it's not exactly a friendly, friendliness between them two as far as dialogue and stuff like that, or agreement. You have the pharmaceuticals make 2/3 of their profits in the U.S. That goes to Big Pharma, not surprised. Pam Bondi relating to her high priority on child trafficking, child predators is a top priority. Trump threatens to revoke trade regarding with India and Pakistan if fighting continues. You have Trump departs relating to white refugees from Africa that are in the U.S. under the Trump refugee plan. So they pretty much deporting them. Trump may speak to President Xi Jinping this week as trade talks continue. You had a fire that affected under the London Underground. You have Governor Newsom relating to banning homeless tents. That's in California because you have a thing called in LA called Skid Row. It's pretty bad down there, downtown. Various areas in California relating to these tents and these camps. It's nasty. You have a lot of listeria cases and cases in California and Nevada. And I believe the Middle East trip, he'd be this week, 13th to the 16th of May, Trump. So this is some news, quick news, real quick. Make sure I got everything. Yep. So this is quick reports relating to that. To give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yoshua Bashim Rakakadash. This is Zayah Wolf. Hope helps relating to informative relating to information. This is Zayah Wolf. Shalom.